Hey y'all, have you ever gotten off track with whatever program it is you're doing? I mean, so far off track, as in you didn't just fall off the wagon, you took the wagon into the woods, chopped it all up, and set it on fire. I've had one of those kind of weeks. It started on Thursday with cheesecake. You heard me. Cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. So all you WW members out there, no ma'am, no sir, I do not know how many points were in that cheesecake. Did I only eat a small piece? That is the truth. I only ate a small piece. But then it digressed. Did I say that right? Or I digressed? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I went off the deep end. At that point, I just threw caution to the wind and said, hey, you know, if you're gonna mess up, you might as well mess up big. Bet you've done the same thing. Bet anybody that's ever tried to lose weight and keep it off has done the same thing. So, how do you get back on track? Well, the first thing you do is just say, enough is enough. If I keep going like this, I'm gonna be back where I started. Plain and simple. And y'all look like this because I was fixing to do yoga, and then I said, no, I'm gonna hop on here and do this video right quick. So, the first thing I'm gonna do is I am going to seriously meal prep for my next 2 meals. This time I am gonna show you what I'm gonna do, because this time, which I usually do anyway, but I am not going to do things just kind of haphazard. Do you know what I mean? You've been doing something a really long time, so you just go, I know that's what, I throw something on here, that looks right. You don't measure it, you don't weigh it, you don't even double check it. You just assume that it's what you thought it was going to be. So, when you get off track and you want to get back on track, why is meal prep important? Because it puts you on target with a plan, with some clear direction on what you're going to do, so that when something else shows up unplanned, maybe at your office or at your home, or the day gets crazy, you have an idea of what you're going to do. So for me, it's really pretty simple. I am going to actually get my salads ready. I'm going to show you this time. I am just going to put them in my Tupperware right here. I buy my salad already pretty mixed because I do a lot of other stuff that I prep, but salad's not one of them that I'm going to prep if I can help it, so not going to do it. I have got bell peppers, which are going to be 0 points. If you hear that noise at the door, that is my Doberman. She's not in the video today. She's still outside. It's a beautiful day here in Alabama. It's not even raining on this Sunday afternoon. So, I've got plenty of bell pepper, which I love. So, you know how I told you the Parmesan crisp 6, 7 were 1 point? You know what? This is where people get off track, and this is why sometimes when you get on a scale and it's not doing what you want it to do, it could be because you're telling little white lies every single day. And that little white lie would be to put 7 in here, because 7, 2 points, you heard me, 2. 6 is 1 point. So you think about that. If I did that every single day, Monday through Friday, 5 points. 5 points by the end of the week that I have added to my day. Didn't even think about it. How about that? How about that? So, we're going to actually count these little bad boys. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not 7, 6. So I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to make sure that I don't lie about it. So, 1, 2, 3. There's a half one. I'm not using that one. 4, 5, 6. Y'all, when you see these little bits and pieces and stuff like that, you don't throw those in the bag or in your mouth and say, it's no calories, it's no points. Whatever program you're doing, you don't throw them in there and say that it doesn't count, because it does count. And it will mess you up. I'm telling you, it'll do it. Because it all adds up. And then you don't know why you're not having success. Y'all, I have trouble with that word, success. Then you don't know why you're not having success. Because you kind of lying to yourself. You can say, well, I fibbed or I overdid it. No, you're lying. You just tell them, you're lying. No other way to put it. So, I told you I like pecans. Well, y'all, I kind of know what the pecans look like when I throw them on there. But just what if I'm not doing them correctly? So guess what? Guess what I'm doing? Look at here, y'all. There is this great invention. It's called a measuring spoon. I know. Who knew? Get it out. You use it. And then you know. If you use a tablespoon, it's 2 points. If you're doing WW, use a half a one, it's 1 point. So that gets up to you. This is the salad dressing I always use. Love, love, love the Olive Garden Light Italian salad dressing. It's my favorite. Find something you love so you'll use it. Pretty easy. These are already pre-measured. They're great. I'll post a link for them from Amazon on there. So if you want some of them, you can just hit that link and go right over, transition right on over to them. I love them. They're pre-measured. They're easy to go. You know what it is. So at this point, my salad has got 2 points for my dressing. Let's double check that. So how would you double check that? Well, you know, you're like, gosh, maybe I haven't scanned it or checked it in a while. So if you're a WW member, all you would do, pick it up, look at it. Guess what? I was cheating myself. It's 1 point. So I've got 2 points plus 2 points with my pecans. So my salad is a 4-point salad. You can make it less if you want to. That gets into personal choice. So at this point, I know right now that my lunch is going to be 4 points for that salad. Now, I've already got some strawberries, haven't cut them up, but I'm gonna cut them up and I'm gonna put them in containers. Zeros. They are 0 points. I like strawberries because they're just not as sweet and they're pretty easy to eat and they're not messy at work. You know, let's face it, sometimes food is great, but if it is messy at work, there's a problem. Now, some of you who've been following my channel, I do a WW meeting on Tuesdays. Gotta have something else to eat that day. So in here I have Trader Joe's cauliflower stir fry. It's the bomb, just gonna tell you, and some baked chicken. It's frozen, so it's, I don't know. I mean, I can open it up and show you just some chicken. And this right here is going to be 1 point for the cauliflower rice. And I've got the recipe for that chicken in my phone, but I want to think that it's 3. But that one I will look up. So this right here is about 4 points, but I am going to have to go find the recipe, and that's going to take me a hot minute. So, am I ready to go? Am I ready to be back on track? Absolutely. But you know what else I know? I know there's still some of that cheesecake left. I know that people will be getting that stuff out on Monday. And this is what they're going to say. Don't you want a piece? I'll cut you a piece. Why are you not eating a piece of cheesecake? So-and-so brought it to us. It's free. Next thing you know, you're eating cheesecake. I don't even want to know the points. And don't you tell me either. If you look them up, I don't want to know them. I just told you, I don't want to know them. Don't tell me. But these are my go-tos. I love these things. They're chocolate peanut butter baked protein bars from WW. Even if you're not a WW member, you can scoop by one of the WW workshop stores, whatever. You can purchase them. You can purchase them online for WW. If you want me to, I'll share a link on those too. They are really good. They're really filling. And y'all, they're not small. These things are not small. So, this right here is actually the size of it. So it's like a pretty decent little size little candy bar thingy, and it's got a lot of protein in it. If you're somebody who's watching carbs, y'all, it's only got 4 grams of sugar and very few carbs. So it's got no artificial flavoring or anything like that. So it's really a great thing to take for a snack. So if I feel neglected because everybody else is getting to have cheesecake and something sweet, I have something to look forward to. Now I'm going to tell you this. I will not take this bar and put a whole bunch of them in a bag to take to work. You know why? Because I might catch myself deciding to eat bars instead of my meal. I don't know if anybody else does that kind of crazy stuff. Yo, I've been known to eat Halo Top ice cream, the whole thing, for dinner. 8 chocolates, so it's 8 points. But I have been known to do that. Probably not the healthiest choice. I'm also going to make it a point to make sure that I get in my activity, because that also helps me stay on track when I do that. So y'all, have a happy Sunday. Get in there and do some meal prepping so that you will be back on track, or so you will stay on track. And it makes you feel like you're doing something that's good for you. So I'm gonna go do some yoga. Hope you have a fabulous evening. And y'all, tomorrow is Monday. I'll just be dang. Mondays. Gotta love them. Bye y'all.